There's no question about it. Joe Burrow is easily a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. But with that being said, I mean, it's pretty obvious that the Cincinnati Bengals have been struggling this season. So today I'm going to help them out a little bit, because I'm going to be building Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals a super team to see if they can win the Super Bowl. And this team that we have right now is going to be absolutely terrifying for every team in the NFL to go up against this season. I mean, the offense is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, obviously we have Joe Burrow as our quarterback, but for running back, I decided to go with Christian McCaffrey, and then we also have Moss as our backup, and we have Justin Jefferson as wide receiver 1. Wide receiver 2 is Jamar Chase. Wide receiver 3 is Mike Evans, and wide receiver 4 is T. Higgins. And along with all of those players, I mean, we also have George Kittle at tight end. So Joe Burrow is going to have plenty of weapons to work with this season. And obviously, we also have by far the best O-line in the NFL. I mean, that is an absolute brick wall right there. So he should have tons of time to throw the ball today. But the offense is not even the best part about this team, because as you're about to see, our defense is absolutely loaded. I mean, this is kind of terrifying to look at. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to go undefeated this season, but if there's any team in the NFL that's capable of doing it, it is definitely the roster that we have right now. But to start off the season in week 1, it looks like we're going to be taking on the New England Patriots. And New England did actually end up scoring on their first drive of the game, but we held them to a field goal. So we have a chance to take the lead here as long as we get in the end zone. That's a solid run from McCaffrey. I mean, I'm just going to hand it off to him again and see if he can get a first down this time, because we only need 3 yards for the first now, and it looks like we are barely going to have that. I'm putting the air this time, though, and see if we can get Jefferson open. I mean, we literally have weapons all over the field, but with that being said, it's pretty obvious that Justin Jefferson is still going to be our best target, and that's going to be a first down from him right there. But I'm going to switch it up this time and see if we can get either Kittle or Chase open. I like the look of that. We're just going to go for Jamar, who has another first. I mean, this route is kind of risky, but I'm going to run it anyways and see if we can get some separation, because if Jefferson can get away here, there's a very solid chance that this goes for a touchdown. He's going to bring it in. We are still 1 yard away from a touchdown, though, but I mean, we have Christian McCaffrey, so I feel like we should be able to punch this in pretty easily, and it looks like that's gonna work. So that is gonna be this super team's first touchdown of the season, which is gonna give us the lead. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though, and it looks like we are up 14-3 right now. So I mean, if we can get another touchdown here, I don't want to say that's gonna put the game away just yet, but with the defense that we have, it's gonna be pretty tough for New England to come back from that. So a touchdown right here could honestly put this thing away, but I'm gonna see if we can get Jamar open off of this stutter step, or we could honestly have Jefferson. That is gonna be knocked away. I thought we had that. That would have been such a big play if we got that to work out, man. But I guess I'll just play it safe this time, because it is third down. So we'll go for Kittle, who is gonna have that. That actually almost got knocked out, though. I mean, that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna go back to this stutter route and see if we can hit Chase this time, and there we go. That's gonna work out for the first down. I'm gonna go back for George Kittle here, though, and see if he can pick up a first down. I mean, if he gets any separation at all, this should work out, and there we go. I mean, we're kind of firing on all cylinders right now. We are just dominating this defense here. I'm gonna see if we can get Jefferson this time, though, and we're gonna have him for a massive pickup. So just like that, I mean, we are set up for another touchdown here. So as long as we don't screw this up, we should be taking a 3-score lead, and Jamar Chase is gonna be wide open, so that should honestly be enough to do it. I mean, there is still tons of time in this game, but with the defense we have, I just can't see us blowing this lead. And no surprise, we did go on to get the dub in this one. So we're gonna start the season off 1-0, but that is gonna bring us to week 2, and this is where the real test is about to begin, because now we have to go up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it looks like our defense did actually stop Mahomes on the first drive of the game, so that's definitely a good start for us. But I'm gonna see if we can get McCaffrey going here. That is not what I was looking for. I'm gonna try and go for Jamar this time. and he's gonna have nobody on him, so that's an easy first down right there. I mean, even though we do have a super team, I feel like it's pretty important to get off to a hot start in this game because we are still playing against Patrick Mahomes, and this is probably gonna be our toughest game of the season, other than maybe the 2 games that we have to play against Lamar Jackson. But I'm gonna try and go for Justin Jefferson again and see if he can get some separation. I don't like the look of that, so I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with Burrow. And he was actually like really close to a first down there, so we only need 2 yards now. I'm gonna run this stutter out again, but I might try and go for Jefferson. That could work out right there. Come on, please bring that in. It's knocked away. I thought we were gonna have a chance to bring that in. I mean, if it didn't get batted, I feel like Jefferson probably would have caught that. But anyways, that should be a touchdown right there because nobody's on George Kittle. So that is gonna give the lead to the Cincinnati Bengals first. But I feel like this game is honestly gonna come right down to the wire. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter though, and it looks like we actually have a chance to go up by 10 points right now because we do have great field position and we're already up 13-10. So this is a pretty important drive for the Bengals. That's gonna set us up. I mean, just like that, we're 9 yards away from another touchdown. So we just got to make sure we don't screw this up, and we should be good. We're gonna have Chase open, but we're still gonna... No way he fumbled that. Come on, I am really hoping that comes back. We got to catch him, but we might be able to get the ball back here because I feel like his elbow definitely hit the ground before that ball came out, but apparently we're not gonna get the ball back. So I guess we got to put our defense to the test here. I mean, I literally just checked the replay and you can see his knee hit the ground, but it still didn't give us it. I'm actually so butthurt about that though. I'm not gonna lie. We were set up to go up by 2 scores and all that happens, man. I mean, that is just brutal. Oh, we better not allow a touchdown. And Mahomes is just carving through this defense right now, which definitely sucks. So, I mean, at the very least, as long as he doesn't throw a pick or something, they're in position to tie this game up with a field goal. Oh, that was close. That was a huge hit from Sauce. I actually thought he was going to throw a pick right there, but either way, that does bring up a 3rd down. So one more stop, and we are going to get the interception this time. That's what we needed, man. So we're going to get it right back. This defense is actually so good, bro. I cannot stress that enough. I'm going to go downfield this time, though, and see if we can get Jefferson open. And that actually might work out right there. Come on, give me that. That's a touchdown. So that is going to put us up by 2 scores after fumbling the ball in the red zone. I mean, it did work out for us in the end, I guess. And Mahomes did end up making this a 3-point game, but we're still going to hold on for the dub. So we're going to be 2-0 to start off the season. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 8 to see how this team was doing. And it looks like we have been pretty solid, but we're not undefeated. I mean, we have a 5-2 record because we lost to the Ravens and somehow the New York Giants as well. We do still have a 1-game lead for the division though, so I'm hoping we can hold on to that. And obviously we have to play the Eagles, who are 4-2 right now. And the Eagles did end up scoring first, but we held them to a field goal. So we're only down 3-0, but this is like our 3rd drive of the game. It's been a pretty slow start on offense so far, but I'm hoping we can actually score this time. I mean, if we go into halftime without putting any points on the board, that is just an absolute disaster for this offense. But I'm gonna see if we can get Chase this time, and we're gonna have him. So that is gonna be a much needed first down from him. I'm gonna run the same route, but this time I might try and go for Mike Evans because we really haven't done anything with the guy yet. And we're gonna have him for a massive pickup. That's gonna go for a touchdown. Hold on, we are just short. I thought we were easily gonna have that, man. I mean, we're literally 1 yard away. But once again, I mean, we do have McCaffrey, so I feel like he should be able to punt. Oh, hold on, we're getting stopped. And that is also gonna be a 3-yard loss right there. So that kind of sucks. I'm gonna put in the air now and see if we can get anybody open. It looks like we're gonna have Gesicki. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter though, and it looks like this is still a really tight game, man. I mean, we're only up by 8 points right now, but even a field goal would make this a 2-score game. So we just got to make sure that we don't fumble the ball or throw an interception or anything like that, because that would just absolutely screw us right now, considering we are 5 minutes away from another dub. Oh, let's go. Come on, McCaffrey. That's gonna be a pretty big pickup right there. I'm gonna put in the air this time though, which I might regret, but I feel like Evans can honestly be open here unless Darius Slay is right on him, and it looks like that's the case. So we're just gonna go for Kittle. We're still 3 yards away from a first down here though, but I mean, the way this route has been working today, I feel like this is almost a guarantee at this point. I mean, it looks like we're gonna have Gesicki again, so that's his second touchdown of the game. And with the time that's left on the clock, I mean, this game isn't over yet, but that could be enough to do it. And it looks like that was enough to do it, because Philly was not able to score any more points after that. So we're gonna take it 21-6. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 10 for what might be one of the most important games that we play all season. And we absolutely cooked the Raiders in week 9. So we are 7-2 right now, and we are going to be taking on the Baltimore Ravens, who are 6-3, and they are only one game behind us for the division. So if we can get the win here, that could play a big part in who wins the division. I'm just going to start it off on the ground with McCaffrey, though, and see if he can get some separation. I feel like he's honestly not going to be too useful today against a defense like this. I mean, in real life, the Ravens defense has kind of been struggling this season, which is a bit surprising. But I mean, in the game, at least, this is one of the most difficult defenses that you can possibly go up against. I mean, Madden just rocked us there, so that's going to bring up a third down. I'm going to see if we can run this route again, though. I mean, it has been working really well. And once again, we're going to have Gesicki open. I mean, they put all their focus on Jamar Chase, and then nobody is on Gesicki, so it's just an easy first down from him. But they did bring up a third down after that, so I need this to work out. We're going to have Jamar Chase. So that's going to bring it all the way to the 25. I'm going to try something here, man. I feel like we should probably have Kittle open. Never mind. We're going for Jefferson, because that is just a way too open look. So 5 yards to go, and we're in for the touchdown. I'm honestly just going to go back to this route right here, because every time, oh, they got him that time, and that was almost picked, but he caught it. That looked like it was going to get intercepted, but I think that went right under Humphrey to Jamar Chase. So that was kind of an absolute dot from Joe Burrow, but 1 yard to go, and we're in for the touchdown, and it looks like we're gonna have Moss in there. So that is gonna give us a 7-0 lead, but against the Baltimore Ravens, this thing is far from being over. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though, and it looks like we do have a 3-point lead right now. So we gotta make sure that we hold on to this. So I'm gonna put the defense to the test and see if we can take the Ravens off the field. That, oh, come on, he caught it. I could have played that a lot better. I thought that was going to come right to me for an interception, but obviously Aguilar came down with it. So that is going to be a huge play for Baltimore. They're almost in Justin Tucker range as well. I mean, that's probably going to be enough right there. So at the very least, they're in position to tie this thing up. I'm going to try and rush Lamar, but I honestly don't have a whole lot of faith. And of course, Derrick Henry's got it. So we need to get 2 people to get him on the ground. This is going to be really difficult because they are in the red zone, and I feel like Lamar has been crazy in the red zone this season, but that does bring up a third down. So one more stop and we do hold him to a field goal, but if we can somehow get a takeaway, that would be awesome. Come on, Henry's going to have it. I honestly don't know what to do at this point, so I'm just going to run man coverage. Of course, he's running it. Oh, we got to catch him. Come on, Bates. That's a fumble. Hold on. They got it back. I thought we were going to have a chance to get that, but nobody wanted to dive on the ball. That might have been our best chance to get Baltimore off the field right there. I mean, if they score a touchdown after that, that is just going to be horrendous for this defense, man. Come on, get a stop. I mean, that brings up a third down, so I guess one more stop and they're off the field. But Lamar is making things difficult for us, man. Come on, is everybody locked up? And of course, he's going to have Bateman. And unfortunately for us, after that, it looks like the Ravens did go on to win this game. So they ended up beating our super team twice this season, which is kind of brutal on our end. But I mean, either way, that's still a pretty solid start to the season for this super team. I mean, we do have a 7-3 record, which isn't as good as I was hoping we would do, but if we keep this up, we should be making the playoffs. And it looks like we did have a pretty strong end to the season, because we're going to go 13-4, which was enough to win the division. The Jets got the #1 seed in the playoffs, though, so we have to play the Chargers in the wild card round. But anyways, I mean, with the super team that he had this season, it looks like Joe Burrow had his best season ever. I mean, he had 4,400 yards for a career-high 43 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. But anyways, I mean, I feel like we honestly shouldn't have that much of an issue against the LA Chargers. I mean, we are all tied up at 7 right now, but we are in scoring position, so I just got to make sure that we get this in the end zone, and it looks like Jefferson is going to be in. So that is going to put us up 14-7. So I'm hoping that we can just keep doing what we're doing right now. And no surprise, I mean, this ended up being an absolute blowout. So we're going to take it 45-7, which sends us to the next round. And in the divisional round, it looks like we have a rematch against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And obviously, this is a team that we have not beat this season. I mean, we've played them twice and we lost both times. So we gotta make sure that that doesn't happen again, because this game has a lot more to it. I mean, there's clearly a lot more on the line this time, because if we lose again, our season is obviously over. But I'm gonna try and go for Chase. And it looks like we are going to have him. We needed that to work out too, because it was third down. And that does bring it to the 32. So, I mean, at the very least, I feel like we should be able to kick a field goal. I'm just going to keep it on the ground with McCaffrey this time, though. And it looks like we're going to get the hurdle to work. I'm going to run this route right here, though. I'm probably going to have to go for Justin Jefferson, because I feel like Chase is going to be locked up. Oh, that was dangerous. I wanted to try and make that work, but I probably should not have put that in the air. So I guess that's going to make it 3rd and 10. So if this play right here doesn't work out, we are, oh yeah, there's Hamilton. I mean, that's not how I wanted this drive to go. I feel like we definitely could have played that a lot better, but I guess we're going to be getting held to a field goal. And after that, Lamar Jackson did score a touchdown. So we're down 21-17, but the thing is, there is only 2 minutes left in this game. So if we can manage the clock properly here, we have a chance to score a touchdown and leave like no time on the clock for Lamar, which should be enough to win this thing. There we go. Kittle's gonna redeem himself after dropping that pass. And that's going to be a huge gain, too. We got it to the 8, man. The thing is, I don't know if I wanted to get the ball all the way to the 8-yard line, because we do not want to leave so much time on the clock for Lamar. I mean, we should probably just try and go down here, honestly, with McCaffrey. I mean, we're literally at the 2. The one thing I'm worried about is trying to preserve too much time and then not being able to score a touchdown. So we just got to make sure that we actually get in here, and it looks like we're gonna be short again. And I really hope this doesn't come back to haunt me, but I forgot to call a timeout after that. So there is literally 1 second on the clock. I mean, this is make or break right here. If we don't score a touchdown, our season is over. So we really need somebody to get open here, but we're gonna have Gesicki. So that touchdown is gonna send the Cincinnati Bengals to the AFC Championship game. I mean, that was terrible clock management on my end, but it's gonna work out for us. I'm not sure why it's daytime now, but I don't care. We're 1 win away from heading to the Super Bowl. And in the AFC Championship game, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the 14-3 Jets. And we do have a 7-0 lead right now, but it looks like Aaron Rodgers is threatening to score. So I'm gonna try and get an interception or something. I mean, at the very least, I want to hold these guys to a field goal. That's gonna be a good start, because that does bring up a 3rd down. So 1 more stop and we're going to take them off the field. We just got to make sure that Adams is locked up, because I feel like that's probably gonna, oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna go for Devontae there, but apparently we left Conklin wide open, so that definitely does not help us. But that sack will. So Dexter Lawrence is gonna get to him for a pretty big loss right there. So now they need 21 yards for the first. Again, as long as we don't allow a touchdown, I'm good with it. I mean, 1 more stop and we hold them to 3. So if we still have the lead, hold on. Oh, we gotta make sure everyone's locked up. That was almost another sack, but he's just gonna throw it away. So that is gonna hold the New York Jets to a field goal. And now it looks like we have a chance to go up by 2 scores. So we gotta make sure that we get this first, because it is 4th and inches. But once again, we're gonna have Gesicki open. I feel like Gesicki has honestly been like one of our best targets today, man. He's been scoring a lot of clutch touchdowns for us. But I'm gonna try and end it off right here with Kittle. And he is gonna be in for the touchdown. So things are looking pretty good for the Bengals to start things off. I mean, we're up by 2 scores. And after that, it looks like we did not slow down. So we're gonna take it 35-17, which sends this super team to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP ended up going to Lamar Jackson. I mean, Burrow came 5th place in the votings, which is kind of a robbery. But we're in the Super Bowl, so that's all that really matters. And it looks like the last team standing in our way is the Philadelphia Eagles. And by the looks of it, it has been a pretty close game so far, but we have a chance to go up by 2 scores here if we can get in the end zone. So we just got to make sure that that happens for us. That's almost a first. Since we are just short, though, that does bring up a 3rd down, but we literally need inches. So I feel like McCaffrey should be able to get this pretty easily, and it looks like he does have it. So 18 yards to go, and we're in for the touchdown. I might see if we can get Jamar open here, man. I mean, Jefferson would be awesome, but I'm not even gonna risk that. We actually have to keep this on the ground because nobody's open, but Burrow almost scored. So 1 more yard and we're in for the touchdown. I'm just gonna hand it off to Moss and see if he can end things off for us, man. I mean, it looks like we are gonna have that. I mean, this O-line's been crazy today. I gotta give them credit because we have been getting some really good blocks from them. So that's gonna put us up by 2 scores. And after that, it looks like we were able to hold on for the dub. So we're gonna take it 38-25, which means this super team is going to be getting the job done. I mean, this team was absolutely loaded. We did have a couple alarming losses, but after that, we definitely turned things around. I mean, the only close game that we really had in the postseason was against the Baltimore Ravens. But anyways, as you can see, to end things off, it looks like Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you head over to my description and check out my socials. I got everything linked down there. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.